cup of hops in my hand, piece of rock candy in my coat pocket. Man, I knew she'd understand. I said, hey, would you like to take a tumble with me? No reason why not. Far as I can see, Beverly, Brontosaurus, heavenly. What was in store for us? I took her for a ride. Man, we didn't have to go too far. I took my best wish and I put it on a falling star. Then she said to me, are you ready for a big surprise? 2 weeks later, I was still hospitalized. Beverly, Brontosaurus, Beverly, cuss, Beverly, oh, come back to me, oh, Beverly, oh.
Hi, hello, welcome. We're live. How's everybody doing out there?
Hey, dude.
Hey everybody, what's
Hi.
up, friendos? I said
We're
to
live.
refresh my Twitch.
Yeah, I mean,
Usually it goes right on, but it didn't. This
yeah,
time.
I had to refresh my browser too to make sure things were running. So Palia is an MMO, a free-to-play
course.
MMO RPG. That's
Yes.
it's so cozy and it's all about just farming and it's crafting mechanics from WoW with none of the combat. It's just all the side job stuff. Like you out there.
Isn't-
Yeah, go on.
I thought that's the Pokemon clone.
Oh, Pal World.
That was confusing with
Yes.
Palia
Oh.
and
Two
Pal
entirely
World,
separate
two different
things. Pal World is a survival game with Pokemon, but they're
Okay,
not
that
Pokemon, and also
Yeah.
guns. Palia is
The Pokemon have the guns.
yeah, Pokemon have the guns. Yeah, Palia is just a straight cozy MMO. It's all about building up your house, your housing plot, like your property, and being a farmer. Basically, that is the entire game, and it's very soothing. Like I spent weeks killing all manner of god, man, and beast in Elden Ring, and then exact opposite game, Palia. I'm having a great time. I'm Thanos at the end of Infinity War. I'm just a farmer now. My job is done until the next
weird
adventure
fruit.
calls me.
You can have the fruits that are as big as his hand that he turns into soup. All he wanted to do was eat dinner and then got beheaded.
It's true. Those are all true facts, and that is literally all I did this weekend. I've done nothing but play. I guess I also listened to the audiobook, The Song of Achilles. Fucking fantastic. That is a great book. It's really good. I really enjoyed
About
it.
Led Zeppelin?
The Song of Achilles?
Yeah.
No, it's about Achilles, the Greek mythological hero.
There's a Led Zeppelin song called that.
Okay, I'll
It's
unpack a
called
few
a
things.
tendon.
She's
I'm
not
not
wrong. I
wrong.
mean,
You know what?
Laugh
There's
all
nothing-
you want, but not wrong.
I got nothing. Carry on.
Yeah, I mean,
Nah, she right.
so I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy that book just because I really enjoy Greek mythology and I know how Achilles' story ends. But that
Not well.
not well. No, not all. And that stuff
It's almost like he get his feet just knocked out from underneath him.
yeah. So, it ends the way you think. Achilles does die because that's his fate. But-
spoiler.
But what I enjoyed was like what I wasn't expecting. Yes, Steph.
Is that in any relation to an Achilles tendon? Is that
Yes.
why?
Yes, I'll
Okay.
wrap around to that
Go
just
on.
for your
Okay, okay.
benefit.
Brad Pitt played him, Steph.
Sure did in Troy.
Still watch that movie.
It's a good movie.
I've seen it.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I think I got it in a box set for what's his name?
Brad.
You
Eric
just said it.
Bana?
Brad Pitt. It was like a Brad Pitt box set. It came with like Troy, whatever one he's in a suit.
Meet
Meet
Joe
Joe
Black.
Black.
Yes, meet Joe Black. That's the
Oh
one.
yes, Mighty Joe Black.
Jordan, I do want to get back to what you're
Yeah.
saying, but I do want to address something very quickly that she said. I got it in a box set. I said Brad Pitt. Numbnuts goes Eric Bana, as if he's so popular that he would have a
I don't
box
know who
set.
that is.
But Orlando Bloom would have been the next guest because I could see him having a box set.
Listen.
Eric Bana box set.
Listen.
It's just got this and Hulk.
Yeah.
Listen. Who needs the box set more? Brad Pitt or Eric Bana?
I don't know who
A
Eric
Brad Pitt box set is bananas to me because Brad Pitt just sells every movie he's in individually. You ain't
It's true.
got a box of Brad Pitt. But no
You're
one's
just-
watching Munich.
I still
He's
haven't
not
seen
in
Munich.
Munich. Is
He's
he
not in
See?
Munich.
He's not in Munich.
Who's in Munich?
Maybe Eric Bana might actually be in Munich, though.
Great movie.
Ain't nobody watching Munich.
It's
He
a
is
good
in that
movie.
09 Trek, though, and that's very popular.
Who is he in that?
He's the bad guy.
He's the bad guy.
Oh. Yeah.
Thor's in
All
it,
right,
too.
so Jordan,
Jet- we-
Achilles tendency.
Yes, Jet, we will get to San Diego Comic-Con, and you probably did see Anthony there, dressed as a satyr. Anyway, all right, yeah. So what was I? Oh, Song of Achilles. So, yeah, what I enjoyed was the movie. God, Jesus, the book is from the perspective of Patroclus, and I wasn't expecting that, and I really did enjoy that. I'm not gonna say anything more about the book, but it's very good. If you enjoy romance, specifically boy love romance, that is a book you should definitely take a chance on. It was very good. I really liked it. Steph, the Achilles tendon. So in the myth of Achilles, as a boy, he was dipped into a pool of, let's just say, gold, which basically made him invulnerable. But since he was dipped headfirst into this pool, only his ankles were exposed because that's where they're holding him from, and they pulled him out. So the only part of him that was vulnerable, according to myth, was his Achilles tendon.
Goodness,
And it's
that's so
called-
scary.
Yeah.
That was Danny DeVito's oversight.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Wow.
Because who does Danny DeVito play in Greek mythology? He's talking about Phil, the satyr from Hercules.
Oh,
That's-
I was gonna
Disney's
call him a
Hercules.
heartwog, but I don't even. Word. A warthog?
What?
Warthog.
Warthog. Oh, you're thinking of Lion King.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't
He's
Danny
not a
DeVito.
Pumbaa.
That was
No, he's not a Pumbaa.
no, that was
It's-
Seth Rogen.
I know it was, but is that
It should
not
be.
okay?
You're not wrong, so I can't
Have you
yell.
never,
at you.
Steph, have you never seen Disney's Hercules?
Have.
Okay.
He's the satyr.
can-
It's a good one.
I could go the
Underrated.
distance.
Yes, that is a
Yes.
song from the movie Hercules. Yes.
I would love it if Steph is a secret Michael Bolton fan, and that's the only reason she knows that song.
It's not a
Special
secret.
Flicks. I like Michael Bolton.
Said
How
no
am I
one
supposed
except
to
his
live
mom.
without you?
Motherfucker had a career.
This is the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow. Anyway, so
Yeah.
Steph, I love you so much right now. I just want to say that.
You too.
so yes,
Did-
All
my,
right, carry on.
my-
Achilles tendon, go.
my weekend was straight up just playing Palia and listening to the audiobook of the Song of Achilles. I recommend both. Actually, I don't recommend Palia because it might get its hooks into you like it has with me. Because that's really all I want to do right now. I found out it's also on Switch, and it's same account and all that stuff. So if you want to play it, it's free to play on Switch anyway, and PC. That was my weekend. The rest of you had a much more eventful one. Who would like to start?
I don't know. Like I am confused. I am curious about this
Confusion?
Palia.
It's not for
Thing.
you.
You have a Switch. You could try it
I
out.
don't think you would play.
I don't think you would
but I
either,
could be
because
wrong.
it's chores the game. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you need to build a house and you need these things. Well, I guess I'm gonna hack.
I'm gonna
wood.
chop down some trees, mine some
I'm
ore,
gonna
and
chop
then
down wood, I'm gonna chop down some bushes.
I was a max level alchemist in Warcraft.
That's fine, but you're not
I put in the
fighting
work.
anything whatsoever.
there's no combat.
Fight anything. You don't have
Yeah, I
any.
kind of don't know what the point is then. Like
The
what do you- what do you
point the
do
point
with
is to live your life, your
You make
cozy life with
relationships
no.
or what is it? You
it's
build
stress-free.
relationships
Yeah.
with people.
It's Stardew Valley, but an MMO. That's what it is.
Can I-
It's straight up
Can I
Stardew Valley, the
romance
MMO.
characters?
Yes.
All right, I'm back.
I mean, you could try it.
No,
Just to
you.
see.
Oh yeah, yes. You
Yeah,
can try
you
again.
should-
It's free to
should
play
try it
on
to
PC
see.
and Switch. I don't know if it's on any other platform,
I
but
thought
those
it was on
are two.
PlayStation. No, that's a different game. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was playing,
I
She's
love-
right, I'm
I
playing.
love and respect that you guys want to do this. I don't want to live or work my regular life, let alone get on a virtual one.
That's fine. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's not for you,
Let's
and that's
do
totally
it.
cool. That's
Okay.
totally fine.
You know, I did not know what the hell that Disney game was when I bought it, right?
So
That-
Disney's Dreamlight Valley is
That's
just Palia.
yeah.
It's
I didn't
Palia.
know-
Palia's just a free version of Disney's Dreamlight Valley. That's all it is.
When I bought that thing, I made it about 2 hours in, and when Mickey wouldn't take my cookies, I was like, "Fuck this game." It's like,
Is that a
like,
euphemism?
I got that kind of time. Like, I wasted an hour making you cookies. Take my cookies, you fucking rat. Like, it's like,
You're out here buying games with no research.
it's like- I saw Disney and I got excited because the trailer showed me that I could be a person that lived in a Disney world and like make shit. And I was
Yeah.
like, great.
Yeah.
And then that's not what it was.
It kind of sounds like that's exactly what it is.
It was totally different. Also, like it was like you have to, and every time I would go to like you have to clear the darkness or whatever. But every time I go back, it was back again. I was like, I cleared it. Why'd you come fucking back? Like,
Because
It's the darkness.
yeah, it's like why every night what happens? Darkness. Why are you surprised?
ah,
Is
fuck
there a
that.
nighttime mode?
No,
Like,
I mean, if there probably is, Steph. I honestly didn't play around
Oh,
along
okay.
with it. No, I was also mad there were no villains. I was like, when do I make my castle? I want to hang out with the bitches.
I probably want to. Can you pick villains or?
No, not really, because apparently villains are evil. So whatever.
Literally
Just
called
trying to kill
villains.
babies and skin
Yeah, but
dogs.
they're Disney characters. Like it's not like
But half of
Yeah,
them kidnap people.
they
The
wouldn't
other
have
and the other
villains
half
there.
kills parents.
yeah, fun things. I don't
I'm
know
just
why they won't let me do that. They should make like a Disney Starry Dew Valley, but like adult villains, where it's just a lot of cocktails and talking about how cool they did things to
I
bad people.
guarantee they're gonna have a villains expansion for Dreamlight Valley. I guarantee
Twilight
it.
Island.
That
I'm
shit.
really
That game makes so
surprised
much
that we
money.
don't have
Does it really? Do people play it?
Yes.
Oh, I have no idea. Once I deleted it, it was gone. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna worry about that no more.
Yeah. So yeah, people play that shit a lot.
Good. I'm glad it's a thing that people enjoy. I just couldn't get into it, and as a hashtag Disney adult, it pissed me off.
Yeah,
So-
because originally Disney's Dreamlight Valley was a free to play game, and then they realized, oh shit, people really love this shit. $40.
yeah, it's always wild to me. The company that literally kind of created fandom still doesn't understand what fandom.
It's true.
Wild.
It is true.
That's so
I've been to Comic-Con. They still don't get it. It's really
All right.
interesting.
Since you said Comic Con, it's magic words. What'd you guys do during Comic Con this weekend?
I played Pally World. No, I went to Comic Con. I
Okay.
did not go to a lot of Comic Con. I managed to get some last minute tickets for Saturday. One thing that I've been enjoying
Oh,
is
Saturday. Okay.
yeah,
I always like how Anthony every year says, "I managed to get some last minute tickets." Nah, you didn't get
I
shit.
found a way
You
to get
you
me some tickets.
obtained tickets.
I paid-
You
I paid money, like,
acquired
how-
tickets.
How is obtained or acquired different from getting?
Oh, you paid?
Yeah, I paid.
Oh,
Oh.
like full price?
They're not always free,
Oh.
but they are available the day
Yeah, and
before.
discounted
So
and
like,
I guess he did get tickets then.
I am special.
Look, I assumed he was getting them for free because that's how usually he gets them. So I didn't know
Sometimes
you
I
paid.
do, sometimes I
Yeah.
don't.
Oh.
All right,
Yes,
then
yes,
I take
we
back
all live that
my
life.
then I take back my you using the wrong word usage situation.
Ah,
So
okay.
you went Saturday, not Sunday.
I went Saturday, not Sunday. Yeah.
Got it. I went Sunday. So you talk first.
Yeah. So one thing that's been fun, like I've been going to Comic-Con almost consistently since 96 or 7.
Oh, X-Men
Um,
over here.
I've got a lot of floor time put in to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And the floor doesn't change much.
No, not really.
Yes.
The
I like
panels
how-
are cool,
Yes.
but the
I like
panels
how
are
he's-
what?
I like how you say floor time, but when I describe it to people, I call it tour of duty because it's so painful.
Dude.
It's because Leland hates things.
It's like,
Every customer, dude, you gonna go to Comic-Con? Nah, man, I've done my tour. I'm good. I stare off like it's a Nom flashback. It's-
yeah, no.
I
So,
remember
Papa,
the
I
snake
am
on the
working
plane.
right here, right now.
yeah, I was just like, also like, motherfucker, do I look like I'm going to Comic-Con? I'm literally serving you.
Right, I'm 2 hours away. You think I'm gonna go today?
Get the fuck out of my store after I take your
Leave.
money. Sorry. Anyway,
So
Agreed, Jet, agreed.
I've got a lot. The floor has not really changed much.
No.
The panels are now too difficult to really get into most of them.
Oh,
Still have never been to one.
Yeah. So like
you're not
I've
missing much.
I've got
I figured I
friends
just watch on YouTube.
panels. I've got friends on panels,
Yeah.
but they're always like, "Oh, I got to
Like
show
Matt
up 2
Dunford.
panels earlier." Like Matt
Yeah.
Dunford, like
Man's
Janina
had a
Scarlett,
renaissance.
like Colin Bass. Like I've got friends that do some, but it takes so much work to get there.
I know those are real people, but those sound like the two fakest names you came up with. Like the last thing, you're like, yeah, I gotta
Like,
make
I've heard this
friends.
name.
Leland,
Yeah, Colin Bass.
you played enough D&D with me to know I am bad at making up names on the spot.
That is true.
Yeah.
Everybody's usually named like Sam.
Yeah. Everyone has a good old Christian name when I have to name them on the spot.
Give me the character name Anthony.
Anyway, so, and I'll be honest. Since I stopped doing stuff for PG, I kind of don't know what to do at Comic Cons anymore. I
Oh,
go, I have a good time. I more or less seek the people I want to hang out with and hang
Yeah.
out with them in a unique situation.
Yeah.
But last year and this year, I've gotten to do something new, which is take my partner to Comic Con and like expose them to it for the first time. And that's been
Yeah.
a lot of fun. That's been very cool to be like, here's a thing that like I have some knowledge about and I have
Yeah.
some like benefits to.
yeah.
Like, let me show you my world.
Yeah.
Yes.
First time, really?
Last year was their first time.
Oh, okay.
Wow. What?
Yeah, it was my roommate's first time going, and she was like, she did a lot
I-
more than I did.
I understand why it would be her first time.
Yeah.
Like she'd been downtown a couple times, but she'd never been inside.
Yeah. Okay.
She's
So-
never gone. Yeah, my roommate's never gone. Go.
Yeah. So it was cool. Like this year, there was a signing that she wanted to go to. There was a panel she wanted to go to. We tried to make 2 signings, but we just couldn't. We just didn't make it happen. Fast
You
enough.
fool! You
Yeah,
can't
I
do
know.
2 things in one day.
I know. You gotta pick
You must
one.
pick one. Your most
It gets
favorite
harder
thing.
I
every
think you
year.
saying a panel and a signing was very exciting.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's very cool that like, hey, I know enough about this that I know how to make this happen.
Yeah.
And to kind of be the Sherpa, the guide of something that like is not to like downplay it, but like sort of old hat to me at this point.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
even and at this point, the downtown stuff is starting to get disappointing to me because I
It's a lot
remember
crazier.
when we did like a 10, 15 minute escape room
Oh,
downtown.
Yeah, for the
Downtown.
Expanse.
Yeah.
For,
And we
I-
got
I
a
saw-
Blu-ray.
I still have that
of
Blu-ray
season
somewhere around
2.
here.
Wrapped in plastic,
Yep.
never opened.
Yep.
Yeah. I sent this last night to my roommates. This exact story. Go
But
on.
like now it feels like so much is like, go get
Yeah,
your
it's
picture taken
hard.
with this thing. wait an hour and a
Mm.
half in line to like look at this environment. I'm like, what happened to
Yes.
when we used to like do stuff?
Yeah.
I haven't been to Comic Con since.
Last year.
Pre-COVID?
Was it last year?
Yeah.
Did we
yeah.
go
Were you
last
there
year?
last year?
Damn.
Did you go
We did
last
go
year?
last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? That was last year? Not 2
I'm
years ago?
I'm
Went to
retroactively upset because
Comic-Con,
I didn't see
And the
it.
next week after, we went to Evo.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That was last year?
Jesus.
Last
Wait,
year's last
have-
year?
This is a dumb question, so I'm ready for all the nonsense that's about to get thrown at me.
Okay.
Jordan,
What's
we've all been to Comic Con together, right?
At
Yeah.
the same
Yes.
time?
At
Together?
the same time,
Hand
the
in
four
hand?
of us.
Not okay. We've been together, but not like of all of us as a big group walking the floor. We met up at the
I want to say Jordan
Gun
was at an Xbox thing at the Marriott.
yes.
That
Mm,
sounds
that
very
would be
familiar
Nintendo,
to
but
me.
yeah.
in Nintendo.
Yeah.
I know I've been with you on the floor.
No. Yes. We have all the four of us have been to Comic Con together because I remember I have the picture. I saw the picture recently because like on this day it's like 2017 or something like that. I was
We
wearing
were all on the floor.
no. We were at the Marriott. I had the Nintendo
Oh.
Switch hat that I got from there, and we were all
Maybe
just
that's
posing.
what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I know
Yeah.
I've been with Steph.
Yeah.
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 And you, yeah. That's
And intermixings, like intermixings, we've all been there together, but have the four of us.
Oh,
I think
like-
it happened once.
yeah. We went to the Top Gun restaurant.
No,
That-
Leland's never
No,
been
that,
there.
no, that,
No,
that was a different.
I've-
That was a different year.
I've been there, but never with you guys. And I went there the
Oh,
one time,
then
and
it
that
was
place is
probably
so
with
bad.
Anthony.
I will never go back.
Okay. I
It's so
remember waiting for
inconvenient.
forever. And then I remember that one time, what was it? We had a really fun year. I don't know if it was the same as when we did the Expanse, Anthony, but the one where we went to the Game of Thrones thing where we got to
Yeah.
try
Oh yeah, the Game of Thrones.
I wasn't there for that one.
the Game of
the
Thrones
whiskey-
pop-up bar.
I
Yeah.
still have some of that stuff.
And we
I
got to
still
take a
have
bunch of the
my
decor.
horn. Yeah.
I still have the
Did-
fake candles.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys like eat a bunch of bugs at the Tomb Raider experience?
Yes,
Me
that
and
was in
Jordan
that was in
did.
2017. I
I
believe.
thought you were there. That wasn't you?
Me and Jordan
Yeah.
did.
No, I didn't do that.
Me, you, and
Oh.
Anthony did the golden circle. The golden
Yes,
circle
the-
burger.
Jesus Christ!
Are you having problems over there? I mean,
Oh man.
you are a master of the house. You can tell it no. Like,
What do you call that? The golden
Sorry, new
Yeah,
mic,
circle.
very
the
sensitive.
Kingsman Golden
The
Circle.
golden circle. I gave you
Oh, I
guys.
see that coin
Yeah.
every so often pop up
We
in
did
my
that one.
room.
Yes,
That one was really fun.
yes.
See, that's,
Anthony gave me his drink ticket, so I had 2
Oh.
whiskeys.
that's
yes,
the outside
I remember that.
stuff
Yes.
that I was
Oh,
really
were we all there together?
on
No,
top
but
of
I remember you gave him his thing.
that I loved. And then it just gets harder and harder. And then the research I start doing gets smaller and smaller. Like I didn't even bother the research this year.
Oh, it's for like outside Comic Con
Yeah,
stuff.
for outside Comic Con stuff because I
Yeah.
was so good at it, and we would always.
I know that
buy
there was the
things
the one year me, Steph, and Elizabeth did a bunch of shit together
Outside, right?
Yeah.
Oh, me, you, and Anthony. We did the we took a picture in a shark.
Yes.
Oh
for
yeah,
the
yeah,
shark
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
thing, Shark
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I
Shark Week.
remember that.
You
Yeah,
you
Shark
made us stand in line for 35 minutes in the sun
was
because you
not
wanted to touch a
35
shark.
fucking Minutes.
Worth it.
Not. Was not.
I got to
It
flip
was-
off a shark.
It was 62 days waiting in that line.
Yeah, we went
Dude.
to FX. I remember we got some photos at the FX area.
Oh yeah. That was when like American Horror Story was there, and I.
Sunny and Archer.
All right. Well,
It's
all
always sunny,
things
yeah.
all things considered, next year we all go. I've already decreed it. I'm going next year. I told the boss today. I was like, I'm going
Okay.
next year. You better get
Yes!
it. He was like, all right.
Let's fucking
Well-
go!
Also, fun tidbit. Tickets go on sale in October. Get ready.
Yeah.
Why?
That's what I
Why
said.
why would you want to because they can get your money
That's
now.
what I said.
Yeah,
I-
yeah. That makes
Why
that makes sense.
October?
It's
No,
what
it
is
don't make no sense. Wait, people got
Pre-existing-
shit going on.
Yeah, previous what is it? Attendees are September, And then open registration is October.
Yeah, dumb as
Wow.
shit. I will be, of course, getting a ticket through ulterior means, so I don't worry about me. But
I'm cool with
I-
just walking around outside.
I want I
Jordan, we have to be together.
then
We
Sunday.
can be together outside. I'll try to get a Sunday ticket at the very
Yeah,
least.
I just
Yeah, I'm
if-
trying
at
to
the
work
very
it
least
out.
Sunday.
Because I'm not going to do 4 days, because fuck that
Yeah,
shit.
no, 4 days is rough.
I'll be 46
lot.
at that point. Hell no. I'll do maybe a Friday and Saturday and a Thursday night and call it a day. It's like,
Yeah.
I got to come home and work on
If
Sunday.
I can
I'm
do
sure
a
I can't get
preview,
4
that's
days
great. Thursday's great or Sunday's great. I don't
Yeah.
do Saturday. Saturday is.
I usually
is
prefer
so
just getting the Sunday
expensive.
ticket and doing all the outside stuff on
like-
Friday and Saturday, and then
Yeah.
Sunday
Yeah.
you go out and see what's on the floor and buy whatever's there, whatever's left, I should say.
Like this for $15.
We get it. You have a Stanley.
It's not a stand.
He was flashing this thing in front of the camera nonstop before we
It's
came
not a
on.
It's her pride and joy.
She's like, look at my
It was
water.
$15.
She's holding it up like it's Tifa.
No, exactly. So what freaking happened was like,
Same size.
for Sunday when we went, it was me, Roseanne, and Marco. She's a little bit bigger. She's like this. Bit bigger. No, but
Tifa?
me, Roseanne, yeah.
So Tifa's a Stanley
She's
size.
this big.
Sure.
big.
Yep.
And this tall. Yeah, she's like this. Because she fits and lays on my chest. I know. She's this big.
So she knows she's this big.
Yeah, she's this big. She's big. Now,
Your hands have gone further apart every time you've done that.
I don't know what you
He's
want.
this big, everybody.
Here, it's here. It's the same shit. It's right there. No, so we walked
Nobody
around
clip that last
Sunday.
10 seconds.
It was very. We had a plan, and that was the most like, kind of just like this is our plan, and then we just followed it, and we were out of there by 4:30. It was great.
Had a plan, stuck to it.
Yeah, we went to the trolley station that we go to, and got out. I'm not naming it. You can ask me because I don't want that to get crowded.
She doesn't want to give away her secret
I don't
spot.
want to give it away because it gets fucking crowded.
I don't tell outsiders my way ins and out.
Yeah.
But we got to the trolley station. We waited all of 7 minutes to get in front of like the gas lamp area.
Yeah.
Walked the stoplight. We were in. And then we went up to the bag. We went up so Rosanna and Marco could get their bag. And then, that was the one thing that scared me was. So I don't know if this is for everyone, but to exit, they made you go up the escalator and down the escalator to exit. Is that the same for everyone? Because if you're on the far right side, you could not go directly out.
That's
They
weird.
made you go up.
If I was on the floor, I
escalator.
could just go out.
Yeah, I don't know.
But there was from the second floor, there was an escalator that only went out.
Yes, and that's the escalator that we went down, and it made us go out.
If you're
It was
not
like,
paying attention to the signs that
Yeah.
say exit only of the convention center, yes.
oh yeah, none. All three
Yeah,
of
no,
us.
we weren't
and
paying attention.
Maybe 20 other people
If
didn't.
you don't
take
pay
it.
attention, and the staff that are constantly yelling, "This is
yeah.
exit only."
They didn't say
Yes.
They didn't say shit to us.
Just run the
Maybe
tape back.
They
because
told
you
us
were
take the
Steph,
stairs.
you were
I was like,
talking,
well, I
so
don't really
you
wanna
didn't
take the
hear
stairs
them.
right now. And then they're like, the escalator's right there, and I was like, okay. And then we took the escalator, and they're like, you're gonna have to exit out and then come back in. And that's when it scared me because my badge was red, and I was like, oh fuck. And then it was fine. Just the
Well,
scanner
what
What does
does
that
red
mean?
mean?
like because when you
The
exit,
time
they
in
make
and out.
scan-
on the
Oh,
password
the
zone.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They make you scan out. The thing
Yeah.
is, I distinctly remember Marco scanned it and it didn't work. So then he moved. But then I was immediately after him and I saw it go off and I scanned it and it turned green. So I was like, okay, I'm good. And then when we walked out and walked back in, Marco scanned his, Roseanne scanned hers. I scanned mine, it was red, and the lady was like, you need to talk to that lady over there. And I pan over at the lady, and then the lady she's talking to is showing her ID, and I was just like, oh, fuck. And then, that was fine.
Did you just leave? Like,
No, they saw me and I wasn't just gonna walk away. So I was just like, here, mine didn't work. And he was like, oh, you just need to exit out again. And then he was like, give me your badge. And then he like pressed it on the exit and then pressed it back in. He's like, you're good. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. I was
All
really
right.
worried. Yeah, no, but
If it's gonna be that easy, then why bother?
yeah, I don't know.
Well, I guess as long as it's not like a last year pass or something like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. Like,
hey.
they want to make sure it works, clearly. I don't think
no,
they care
no
about
one
the
even
date.
looked at our convention.
We're getting
Could've
to you
walked
soon,
on in.
Leland.
They
We're
were
getting to you
begging
soon.
people to come inside.
Oh, they were
Yeah,
not.
so-
There wasn't enough room.
Yeah,
Mm.
let's see. We walked on the show floor, and as per usual, it looks the same. Like
Well,
every-
I
That's
mean-
not true. Sideshow's no longer there.
that's true. They have
That
the other
pissed me
thing.
off. When I
What's
found
their
that out
other
the other
thing?
day, I was like,
or
oh,
whatever it
that's
is.
like 60% of my time spending is watching the sideshow booth. I'm like, ooh, I
But
don't know
what
what I'm
is
gonna do
that
now.
brand? It's not Sideshow. It
Tweeter,
looks like,
Tweeterhead.
is that what it is? It was like a
Mm,
giant
no,
T-Rex.
Lion's head.
Is it Lion's Head? It was a
I'm a
different,
Lion's
yeah.
Head.
It was a different
Boar's head.
thing, but they had some.
Delicious
thing.
sandwiches.
Is it served in a bowl? He only likes food in bowls.
It's true.
Oh.
No, hang
God,
on.
you eat one
Chat,
cake from
here's
a
the
bowl.
thing. Here's the thing, chat. Before we went live, this
Don't notice either
motherfucker
yet.
sat down with a bowl of cake.
Ooh,
Anthony.
is it?
A bowl of cake.
He didn't want to use a plate. You know why? Because it's easier to scoop cake in a bowl. It's like ice cream.
Allow me, if I can I add the
Sure,
contact
sure, if you want.
instead of y'all railing my nuts like this?
I didn't do anything. I wasn't here.
That's
No,
true.
go on.
Steph was not here.
Steph, you're the greatest. You're perfect. Don't change. Yes, I have leftover cake that was brought to the house. It's in a bowl. It's like
Okay.
it's a blackberry shortcake. So like angel food cake, whipped cream, fruit, done.
Oh, okay.
I call myself Blackberry Short King. Go on.
All right.
Please make that your Twitter handle. Bug Jordan is a bear. That is your handle now forever.
Your name now for games.
Blackberry
is-
short
That
cake.
is all I will refer to you as now.
Feels like it's kind of wrong if you say it. Moving on.
But in the House of Silva, we're getting to birthday season.
Okay.
It is my sisters, mine, my other sisters, my nieces, my brother-in-laws, my other
Yours.
nephew,
And-
mine.
yep.
Yeah, like it's like back-to-back birthdays. August is the worst. So I had cake.
Okay.
I made a quick dinner before. It wasn't enough. I'm like,
Okay,
you know
so-
what? I'm gonna have a little cake. I'm gonna have a little fruit and a little sponge cake, and I'm gonna do a little treat for me. I don't need to bring this out. I don't need to include other dishes to dirty. I'm just gonna eat right out of the bowl. And my friends surely won't make fun of me for this because they would understand.
I wouldn't
Nah.
make fun of
Man
you
just
if it
wants to
wasn't
have a
the
little cake.
biggest bowl I've ever seen with cake in it.
It looked like you put the bowl on your stomach like a walrus eating fish. That was what my issue was. Like it looked like you were like unta chunky.
And as
we
he's
got the
eating, as he's
cut of the
eating this
Wookiee."
cake, he pulls a hair out of his mouth, and we're just like,
Yeah,
"What is
yeah.
happening?"
And then he was like, "No, it's part of the cake." Like,
The cake was on a vine. Like,
here's the thing, Anthony. We're not making fun of you necessarily about the. I'm not. I'm picking on you in the sense that you like to eat strange
Really?
things in your room out of things. That's where I thought it was fun.
I'm not even in my room.
Whatever. I don't know your life. I'm just saying.
I'm in the office.
I don't give
Can't
a
you
fuck.
tell by all the books?
Man, it looked just like your last house. I don't know, but like, it's for like you ate the cold soup out of a can. You eat jelly and peanut butter combined in a spoon in your room. Like so,
fucking
it's just one more
lukewarm soup
thing.
out of the can.
It's just one more thing eating in your home out of stuff is what I thought was funny.
Just why
Just
why
one
even
more
use
thing.
bowls or utensils? Use your hands. Use your chest. Fuck it.
And dirty up this fine shirt.
Take a shower afterwards.
I'll admit, I one more thing, Steph.
That
Then
is
you
nice
turn
shirt,
the
though.
floor.
I have a question.
I do want to apologize if I offended you in any way about the soup or the peanut butter jelly or your cake in a bowl. It just was a funny visual, but it was also
a
one of those
funny
things
visual.
you go. Of course, this is the person who would do this. Like,
I just.
Steph, the
Did
floor
I
is
knew-
yours.
Do
did
you
I- did
still
I
have
know
that
this was
bowl
gonna happen?
visual? So
Nah, he put it back in the refrigerator, Steph.
Okay.
It's just off screen.
I just want to see.
He's
the
looking at it
size
right
of
now.
the
Look at him.
bowl.
That'd be hilarious.
I
Isn't
have
us
an
off screen?
It
I
would
have
be
an
really
opinion,
funny,
please.
actually.
Okay.
No, because he doesn't leave items out now that should be in the refrigerator
It's
as
true.
often as he used
Good.
to.
That's
is
how
true.
you get poisoning.
That's how you
That
food
jelly was
poisoning.
fine for a long ass time before y'all started like harking on me about it.
That was such a big gummy bear.
Oh, the one that you kept slicing in slices? I remember that.
Oh my God, Scott's right. Is that what keeps you in fine shape? You have a tapeworm that you're feeding.
Oh, man. Man.
All right, Steph, back to your floor stories.
Oh, yeah, no, we walked in and then we just went, we panned on the right and you could see exactly what was missing from what areas. Like, gaming wise, they did not have a Square Enix booth. They did not have a, what is that? Who does Destiny again?
Beyonce.
Bungie.
No.
Bungie.
Am I thinking Bungie? Am I thinking Activision? Blizzard. They did not have a Blizzard booth at all.
Oh.
It was changed with something else that I've
Well-
never heard of.
Well, that's because Blizzard would now be at the Xbox booth.
Yeah. They did not have.
They bought them. Xbox bought Activision Blizzard.
Okay. They
Oh,
did not have a
damn.
Capcom booth. They did not have all those things.
Wait, they didn't have a
that we-
Capcom booth?
Are you sure?
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't see a Capcom
Damn.
booth.
yeah, it was in the
They
corner.
had a what's that brand?
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Udon. Udon had a booth,
Udon. They had a
okay.
Udon booth. And
which is
then they had
practically a
huge
Street Fighter booth.
Street
I
Fighter.
love their
like,
noodles.
Panel, or not panel, but like banner. And then there was like some Street Fighter cosplayers that were taking pictures in front of that
Makes
banner.
sense.
Pretty.
Yeah, because
and then they had the Pokemon.
they have the new swimsuit edition, Street Fighter and Friends swimsuit edition. That came out at Comic-Con.
Okay.
Oh, I have it for you today.
Fuck yeah.
It's really dirty. That cover is absolutely obscene. I gotta sell that to kids.
They had just straight up like Asian car models out there on.
They had
a little
import models?
Yeah, they just had import models on a car on the floor.
Awesome.
Well, that was just sitting there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was where
they
what do you
looked
call it? Used
so
to be.
bored.
I bet. Because that's their day. They're just hanging out on the car.
That's
Like-
where the Blizzard booth was. There literally was this Asian chick just like sitting on a car, and she was just kind of sitting there, just kind of looking around. And I was like, "Are you supposed to do something?" And she just sitting around.
Nope. She's
And then
just a
some
booth
people
babe.
came over and took pictures, and
It was
yeah,
spinning bird kick.
I did not see any of the Power Ranger people or like old Power Ranger actors in their little booths.
Oh, I
off
saw the Black Ranger.
He was there. I
Yeah.
missed him. I didn't see him this year.
Is the
Yeah.
Black Ranger an actual black individual?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
All
Well,
right,
at least
I
the
was
first
hoping
Black
that-
Ranger was.
he's been
Oh,
great.
okay. Did they? We've had this discussion.
Yeah,
This feels
PW
relevant.
Classic is black.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's been great.
Because the second Black Ranger is Johnny Young Bosch, who was the original voice actor for Vash the Stampede
I don't know what that is.
No.
from Trigun, the anime. Anthony knows what I'm talking about.
I know what you said.
Is
yes.
it a gun? Is it 3?
Yes, but it's more complicated than that, Steph.
I'm just putting it together,
And
okay?
you're not supposed to know that until the end of the series.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, no. Okay, so we walked around.
Yes, he's also
We
Ichigo
saw
from Bleach.
some
Yeah.
booths. We saw, and then we usually do this thing where we'll start on one side, and then we kind of like snake our way through as much as we can. You pass all the big booths, like UCC. Is that what it's called? UCC,
Yeah,
the whatever.
the importer.
Yeah, the importer. And then you go around, you see some of the big booths. It was too crazy on the main like floor, like that main aisle where it's always nuts, I'd like to share. I saw so many. Okay, there was a lot of strollers,
Okay.
a lot of baby strollers.
Okay.
My
Terrible
roommate told
idea.
me how there was like
Yep,
a
terrible.
like a double or triple baby stroller, and I was like, "Dang, you're bold." Then there was there was a lot of the motor scooters, which I felt bad because like if they were behind me, I was making way for them, but once I left, it was just a sea of people that they were stuck in. I felt really bad, and the amount of dogs I saw, and I was
saw a
like,
couple.
"How are you gonna bring your corgi here? How is it gonna walk around?"
None of these people been to a convention before?
I don't know.
No, they don't
There
care.
was so many dogs, corgis, lots of puppies, and I'm just like, dang, you are brave to have your dog.
I'm just waiting to hear about the COVID numbers.
I
That's
think I said this. Yeah, I think I said
I
this.
know 2 so far.
oh
And if I
god.
did it, I'm sorry. But I distinctly remember me.
Is it you?
Oh,
No.
I can honestly say I did not smell any BO because my mask completely covered that up.
Good.
But Roseanne and them, they've been making weird turns that I didn't realize was going on, and I realized because we were following a trail of like the worst BO, so they had to just like find an exit to turn.
Oh man.
Yeah, no. Like I said, I just thought it was wild with all the dogs because I was just like, again,
That's
your dog
insane
is
to
in
me.
here.
I find that to be unacceptable,
Yeah.
but you can't
Really?
tell those.
It's not even a
yeah.
service dog. It was a dog.
That's even
It
worse.
was just a dog. And I
At
was
some
watching
point,
it,
they
and I
would
was
have
like,
called
"They're
it an
both
ESA,
dogs."
which lets it go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know, but I just know when I like that. Like, okay, that's what I was saying. So, like last year, I distinctly remember we were walking through the crowd. I didn't know my fist. Like, obviously, you're walking around, and you don't notice things. My fist was
a
just
Child
child?
straight
down.
into a child's face.
Yeah, my fist went straight into like this child's face. And I felt the thud, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And you know, it's really loud and crazy there. The mom was just tugging this child away, and all I could see was this child just like in pain, getting dragged through this
My mom
crowd. And I was
concussed.
just like,
I
"I'm
got
so
CTE."
sorry. If I had known, you know, like shit happens. I felt terrible.
Just
It's
a child saying I got
just weird.
CTE. It's really funny to me.
Proud.
You know what?
I just
Steph,
like
Steph,
um,
don't feel bad. Fuck them kids. You know my thing. Kids shouldn't be there anyway. Take
it's
your
just
strollers, take
insane.
your dogs, and shove them up your
It's,
ass. Get the
like,
fuck out my way.
Get-
And by the way, take off your goddamn wings when you walk into the eye, you goddamn angel.
Just-
Just
that
get a
was
babysitter. Get a babysitter,
so hard.
and you go to Comic-Con.
These parents
I
try
don't
to
know.
force their fandoms onto their children.
I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
saying, if I have a kid, that is Comic-Con will be the day for me.
Yeah, you get a
I want
babysitter.
to go. I want to go and look at things for a little bit. You'll have your time eventually. Not to be mean, but that's the same with Disneyland. You'll have your time eventually.
You get to go when you can pay for your
have a
ticket.
great time. Oh, you can pay for your ticket. Bobby only went to Disneyland a couple times. You can too.
Like, I'll take you to Disneyland once when you're like 10 or 12. After that, that is your dream for the next
First
10
one's
years.
free. Then you gotta pay.
I'ma still go.
Dude.
You gotta find your own way.
What a shit heel.
I'ma still go.
What a
He's
monster.
doing this for me.
No, but let's see. We walked around all the booths. There was like a few things. I didn't see anything that really like I had to have. I don't know. And then I started recalling all the previous years where like I think my first Comic-Con experience was 2009. And I remember it being all fucking crazy and being like, I'm gonna buy a hat in remembrance of this. And it had nothing to do with anything except it was just like this cap that had like a bobby, but no, a hit like
It was a bucket hat.
safety pin or something here. And I
The
was like,
first.
this is so cool. And it had ears. And I was just like, this is the coolest thing for Comic-Con. And then a couple years later, it was just like, oh, okay, this is what they have. Then you start noticing the outside stuff and all that.
I too
Anyway.
spent most of my money in the first 35 minutes of a Comic-Con, my first Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go nuts. No, but we went
Foil
through
number
art-
one covers.
I
I mean,
too
I don't
stole a lot of
remember.
things
It
my
was
first
I
time
didn't
at
even do
Comic-Con.
that.
It was over 3,500 years ago for me. I don't remember.
And then,
I bought Crimson #1 Dynamic Forces foil cover
oh jeez.
and got it signed the same year.
Oh, there you go.
Ew.
Yeah, no,
Fuck
we
you.
looked around some things. We looked at some of the booths.
You want me to look that book up tomorrow at the store? Tell
Um,
you how much you lost?
Oh, God.
I think it's right up here on my wall.
Oh,
That's
wow.
upsetting.
Nice.
I mean, at least you
Yeah.
kept it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, of course I kept it.
we went to Artist Alley, and that was ridiculous. To
Yeah,
go
Steph
to.
was complaining on Sunday night about they just need to make the aisles in
I was
Artist
like,
Alley
"Can you
bigger.
just make it a little bit
Yeah.
bigger?" And then Leland was like, "Steph, it's not about that." And I was
Yes.
like, "I know it's not.
It's no longer about the artist
a
actually
little
seeing the
bigger?
artist. It's like,
Like the aisle is
It's
literally
so
like
much smaller.
yeah,
if we were all standing arm to arm next to each other, that is how big that aisle is.
yeah.
And you
Yes,
got
Jordan,
like how
down
many
in front.
people going down there?
Steph, which Artist Alley is better than
Evo.
Comic Con? Okay. Yep. Yeah. That was going to be this
And
the other
Evo's
choice.
this year was bigger. I was more than happy with the size before.
Apparently, the Artist
Because
Alley this year
artists-
was even better.
Artists
Yeah.
can't afford Artist Alley in
Yeah.
Comic-Con.
That
They
sucks.
literally cannot
WonderCon's-
afford it.
WonderCon's a good artist alley. It's rather
Yeah,
large, and they
WonderCon,
really
yeah.
they
WonderCon
allow
has
the
a good-
artists to really show their art at WonderCon. That's where I
And
usually
there's
try to really get to know them.
DesignerCon.
I saw you,
DesignerCon can also draw, right? They have
DesignerCon
designer.
doesn't really draw the same, but more
I mean,
accessible.
not anymore. They're moving it to Vegas, baby.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh
you said
yeah,
that,
it got
yeah.
too big for Anaheim.
Well,
Huh.
good for them. DesignerCon is
Yeah.
great. I'd love to go again.
Yeah, but now it's the question is like, did you go too big too soon?
Ooh.
You
We'll
went to
find out.
Vegas. We'll find out. It's
Yeah.
the week before Thanksgiving. You know what a lot of people don't want to do? Travel at
Go
that
to
time of year.
Vegas.
That is a horrible
holiday.
time to have any
Yeah.
convention.
Yeah,
That's usually when
true.
they do it too. It's why I've never been because it's always just right around the
That's
holiday
when they.
season.
That's when they
Oh,
did the
that's
Comic-Con
true.
The special edition Comic Con, yeah.
Dumbass thing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
dude.
that's true.
What were you
I'll be
going to say,
honest-
Anthony?
That-
About special edition Comic-Con, I'll be
Oh.
honest. I didn't hate it because there was like
Way
so
less
much
people.
room.
Yeah.
Well,
There was,
yeah.
like, way less people.
Because
Oh, no,
COVID was
everyone-
happening.
Everyone all weekend at the store was comparing it to last year when the strike was on and no one was there
Oh,
because they were like, "Oh, it's nice," except for Saturday and Sunday when the panels, because there were no panels, and 150,000 people decided to be on the floor.
Eh.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what were you about to
That's
say?
No, I was just gonna say I saw your pal John Boy in the Artist Alley. That's all.
I like that guy.
Yeah, he's good.
He need to stop working out.
He get too strong. He get too
Yeah.
cute. Now I
I
gotta
don't
pay
know
for his
if I saw him.
Kickstarter.
Yeah, just like the fuck you doing, working out and drawing at the same time? Choose one, motherfucker.
Yeah, we did.
We got too many hot comic book artists.
Oh man, have you seen Phil or not Phil? Jorge Jimenez.
Oh my god, he's so fucking
Jesus
cute.
Christ.
I don't know.
He
if I
looks
saw it.
like
He needs
he
to
looks
knock it
like
off.
he looks like Brazilian Superman, and his girlfriend is Brazilian Wonder Woman, and it's like the fuck you guys doing? It's
I
the
need to
it must
know-
be the goddamn
Can't
water
look that
down
good
there.
and draw comic books.
Yeah, and he has a Superman suit,
Oh God.
right?
Right?
Is it Artist Alley? What is it?
No, he wasn't there this year, Steph. We're just
Okay,
talking in
that's
general.
He's a little too
Just in
big for
general.
Artist Alley.
Yeah, no, he would be
He
at
does
the
his
DC
signing
He has
booth.
his
in the
own
DC
booth?
booth.
Yeah.
No. He signs in the DC booth.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
This
Which
Which
Oh,
was in the
yeah.
back this
this
year.
is an artist with the cum gutters. God damn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He looks in the mirror for reference.
What's his
Find
I
last
can
a
name?
see
photo of
it.
him. Literally, he's like holding his girlfriend up on his bicep on a beach. You're like, oh, look at me. It's a Friday in Sao Paulo. It's just like, ooh, fuck off.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and my buddy Thundercat's going to be on Yo Yeah Gabba Gabba, so, fuck that.
Oh.
My favorite thing in the world is that Thundercat for some reason is your arch nemesis.
He's not my arch nemesis. He's just a weirdo dude that comes in, and I'm nice to him, but, like, he's weird, man.
It's so
Like,
funny.
It's almost kind of like he does not live. He
No, he
lives in
does not live in the same world we do.
No, and like when he says
His
things, I'm
name
like,
is
man,
Thundercat.
I don't just say. But he'll be like, oh, can I, whatever, and you're just like, man, I don't know. That's just a toy. Like I don't.
Hey,
do you-
Should we introduce Leland to Bus Driver?
I don't know.
Oh, am I the only one who knows about Bus Driver?
I think you're the one
Yeah,
that
I
knows
don't
Bus
know.
Driver.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind then.
No, we don't have time for that. I got to tell you my terrible story.
Introduce all of us then, because I don't know who that is.
You can introduce us on the chat, and then we'll
I'll
do a
put one-
report.
I'll put one in the LORC earworms.
Okay.
Do it.
Is it a white person
Yeah,
rapping?
I don't.
I don't know actually. I don't
Because if
think
it's
so.
a white, because you know my rule, white person rapping, I'm not watching it.
Not even Eminem?
Um,
Y'all like him, right?
nah, man. He said that he did a Venom song. No.
Oh, you're
It
so
rips.
upset about that?
Once you write the Venom song, I take your Oscar. Like you just like no, you don't deserve any credit for anything. That song is fucking trash.
Does Venom 3 kind of look like
No,
the most
never saw
fun, enjoyable movie?
I still
Not
need to
at
watch
all.
part 2.
I didn't watch the trailer.
no, you don't.
Oh, I didn't watch 2 either.
I do though.
You do though.
We also oh yeah.
It's also got the better Venom rap song in my opinion.
I don't remember what that is. Or which.
What's that song called?
It's called Venom as well.
There's 2 songs called Venom?
So what
I
you're
can't wait to see what the
is,
third Venom song is
At
called.
some point, we're gonna listen to 1, and immediately after listen to 2, and then say our thoughts about it.
It's a playlist
We
of all
don't.
3 Venom songs, just called Venom. Venom, Venom, and Venom.
Anyway,
Venom,
um,
Venom, and
It's
then
by
Venom,
Lil
Venom, Venom.
Sims.
I am very glad that you both seem to have a very nice time at SDCC, and I look forward to having an equally a good time next year. I had a lot of FOMO this
What
year,
did let's see.
watching all this stuff.
We're going downtown
preparations,
clubbing. We're
I
gonna hit
brought-
the bars.
The fuck I am.
I brought a small water bottle, so I wasn't hoarding like a bunch of water with me because that gets heavy. I brought a neck fan. That was extremely helpful.
That's Steph's thing now.
Oh no.
They're helpful.
I know,
wasn't
but
one
you
of those
just look so
people holding
stupid.
a
Yeah, but
portable
what about your
fan.
self-respect?
Leland, it looks no different than this. It just looks like you got
No,
headphones.
it does. It looks completely different.
looks like you got
Those
headphones
I
on.
understand. A neck fan makes you just look tacky.
Well, then I
And
look
I don't
tacky
look-
with like 1,000 people because everyone had a fucking neck fan. And I was
I-
like, you know what? We got the same brand. I got this last year.
Did you get it on Wish, Steph?
I
No, I
wouldn't
got
call
it on
Comic-Con the
Amazon
standard of
With
cool.
next day delivery.
No, she got from New Wish, Temu.
Temu, yeah.
Oh, no.
Scott has been teaching me about Timu this last week, and I
Oh,
hate all of
really?
it. It's
Oh.
like-
Who here has ordered from Temu?
Not my dad has, and I had him order me a shirt.
Just the two of us?
Yeah.
No, because I already didn't really agree with Shein, and then now we have Temu, and it's just that again.
Oh man, she had gave me a lot of stuff.
I know, I got some stuff from Shein, and I was like, I can't do another one. He's about to grab his Temu shit.
Did you get a Temu bag?
Yes, he did.
How much was it? It wasn't that much.
No,
was
it's
it?
gotta be like
$13.
$13. Okay, no.
Okay.
15 or less.
Cute.
It's already starting to tear. The seams are already
Ah,
starting to come
shit. Never
undone.
mind. I thought you were showing us a really cool pocket.
And that's
Yeah,
why I
was like,
stopped
I don't
ordering
give a
from
fuck about
Shein.
the pocket.
I mean, it's got pockets.
Cool. I still think it's really cute.
All right, let me
Yeah.
tell you about how bad my day was.
All right, Leland, you can tell us about your
Okay.
very bad, no good day.
Midsummer Scream is no longer cool. Hollywood got there. It turned into Comic-Con.
So is Scarlet the better one now?
No, that thing
Is
tanked.
that
man.
gone?
Yeah,
That's no longer a
yeah,
thing.
It's dead. It's Steph, we
Dead,
went, I
dead,
think we
dead.
went to the last one.
Yeah,
Oh,
you may
man.
have.
We got to
Um,
do
Look,
Look,
I got a shirt for
Midsummer-
donating blood.
stuff. And
Look,
we
I
did a
s-
corn maze that was made out of inflatables, and we walked around in it. It was fun.
What you expect? Can't get corn in July?
And I got what's his name? The Bayside
Strangler?
no, the Bayside High School from
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell.
AC Slater,
No,
Zach Morris, Kelly Kapowski,
no, he worked at
Screech.
Lisa
the
Turtle.
The
restaurant.
dead one.
What's his name?
Oh, the Magician Max?
Oh, Hector Elizondo.
Um, picture with him. He did magic.
He does
He
good, man.
does-
I just
he does
that guy,
do
that
He's
was
so
legit.
fun. I thought it was really fun. I remember we saw him on the floor, and I was like, "Can I have a picture?" So I have a picture somewhere on Instagram with him. It was fun.
Anyway, we got down there around 8:30 because we had press passes. We got in. We waited an hour to get in early. We got in there, and my goal was to get my Elvira's signature on that poster from the last time we saw her live. That's all I wanted to do. That was the goal, was to get that picture or to get that thing signed. So I'm carrying around that stupid thing all day.
The dog people.
No, that's a different. So in the morning, we're standing outside, and this man, who looks like the Penguin, he's wearing like a Penguin version of the Haunted Mansion, if you will. But like, anyway, it's hard to describe. Me and Scott stood in line. And instantly I got the vibe of like, oh no, he's a talker. So I gave him the back right away because I was like, no, I am not going to force myself to talk to this individual. So me and Scott are having our own conversation, and he says something to me unprompted. He wasn't listening to our conversation. He just said something because he needed to talk to someone, and I clearly ignored it. He skipped a beat and then repeated it. And I was like,
really
"Oh man, you were just."
heard,
I was like, "Oh man, you were
specifically to hear him.
You were barking up the wrong tree, motherfucker." Yeah, he kept inching closer, and I think I gave him like a whatever and answered, and clearly turned back around. I was like, "You need to read the room."
Leland, imagine how much worse it would have been for you if I was there.
No, that's why I'm bringing this up. Because you love to talk to people, and I would rather shoot myself in the head.
Me, Anthony.
Oh, so you have an opinion?
Me and
no,
Anthony.
What is your opinion, sir?
Oh, you got something to
What did
add?
you
Let's
say?
make this circle bigger.
He had a
Join
coffin
us.
with him.
Oh.
No, it's not what you think. It was like, okay, when you put
Like he
like
was
you have a cooler
Okay.
and you carry a cooler, like you lean it and you can walk in and be like, hey guys, you want my water or whatever. It was like a coffin, but a cooler, like a cooler
You're not
coffin.
turning me off.
No, but it wasn't a cooler. Like I can't describe it, but it's not as cool as you think it is.
It was like a carry-on
coffler.
coffin on wheels.
Yes, kinda.
Yeah,
but
I'm getting
it's
less
cool.
turned off. I'm getting turned on.
So anyway, so he's sitting there, and then the other people
Harder
are
by the
talking to
second.
him, and he goes, "Do you want to see what's in my coffin?" They did not
Yes.
ask. And he pulls out like a lunchbox. I was like, I stopped watching at this point. I was like, I ain't got time for you.
That's,
Uh,
a
That's
little
disappointing.
Yeah, it was very upsetting, but he
Don't
was
tell me
very
your
much.
mundane shit. You can't have a
Really
travel
wanted to
coffin
know.
suitcase and have mundane
How's it
shit
like
in
not
it.
a skull is the first thing you pull out?
What
like,
was in
Yeah,
the
right?
lunchbox?
Well, I
This
don't
is
know.
my
I stopped-
grandfather.
Tuna
Like,
sandwich.
Steph, you have to understand. I turned so quickly. There was wind. Like everyone took breeze.
Oh,
Like I don't care about this man and his weirdness. And there was a thing behind us that just said the weirdest thing that I will always remember now. It said to its friends,
Blackberry Short King?
no, that would have been great. Goes, yeah, I thought about wearing my period piece Western outfit today, but I couldn't get the bell bottoms correct, and there was too much bells on it. And I wanted to correct that person so much with like, everything you just said is wrong. There were no bell bottoms in the Old West.
one.
Yes.
I can
What?
kind of see like your chaps getting a little belly.
Sure. But
But the
chaps
bells
was not the word that they said. It was specifically the
Pants.
bells. And then it was like, oh yeah, but the bells gave me sensory overload, so I had to take them off. And I'm like, how many
Maybe
bells
there's
were
like
there?
bells on like the tassel part, and it would just like ching.
But that's
ching
not
if you
that's
did
not
that.
period.
Yeah, that's
No,
not...
none of it's period. Yeah, they also dropped that they worked at Hot Topic like every 5 seconds. It was almost like, no, we know, we're looking at you. Like, we got it.
Fine.
Thanks.
I feel
Your
like I
wallet
get
chain
along with
says it
this
all.
person.
Where I work defines me.
Chained wallets. That was for Scott. But someone else knows it. So we got inside the convention a little bit early, and the goal was to get to Elvira. So we go to her booth, she of course is not there because it's not open yet,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So there's one worker. I said, "Hi, do you know when Elvira's going to pop up?" And they were like, "We think around 11." We're like, "All right." So it's now like 10. I was like, "Well, I'm not going to jump in line now because
Yeah.
that's ridiculous."
Was there a line forming?
No, not at all.
Okay, then that's
So,
fine. Okay.
Scott and I were like, well, let's go do the Hall of Shadows. Most disappointing year of Hall of Shadows. They had like 5 houses where they usually have 10, because now they had the Hollywood houses. You know, it was just kind of, and then they had like, here's a picture op. Everything was a picture opportunity this year. Every fucking where was a picture.
Yeah,
I was
because
like,
that's a selling point. They're like, do you want to take photos here?
Because
Can.
because we have now reached a point in pop culture where it's all about the gram. That's literally it. Just
I get it.
take a picture, show that you've been here.
Hashtag.
It just made me angry. I was like, this used to be where you had creative people selling their wares that they built and worked hard on all year.
Welcome to
come and
LA,
make
bitch.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, so we walked around, we came back around 10:30, 10:40, and there was one gay guy standing in line.
Okay.
That
And I was,
honestly hurts my heart.
what, that I wasn't the first one?
No, I
No,
can
that's
accept that.
that's pretty sad though.
Maybe the-
Yeah,
That's
until, like-
Elvira.
that's Elvira.
Yeah, but she said she was gonna be there at 11.
It's only
People don't
10:45.
wanna be-
It's
No,
like-
and
People don't
the
wanna be
line should
early.
be 30 deep at least.
because
30
people were
double
at
deep.
Comic-Con at the same weekend,
Sir,
right?
you are ahead in the story. Let me continue.
Oh.
So I'm just saying, you're getting ahead of yourself. So I looked at Scott. I'm like, well, I can't be undone by this person. So I jumped behind them. I was like, well, no, I'm the second guy in line.
I'm the
So
second gay guy in line.
I was like, fuck this, it's mine. So I was sitting there. So we waited about 15 minutes. And yeah, person wasn't the word I used. It's just like I was. It did not. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Did you see them next Tuesday?
Might have been the word I used. I'll be honest. It's becoming more of a frequent use around the house lately.
The boys have make you too bold.
You know, that's just because you're a. So
Can you?
That's not what that meant. He mimed one thing and then said another.
I was
not
Okay.
expecting
Ready.
that.
okay, so here's where the bad Steph. This is where the bad things start happening.
Okay.
So we're standing in line.
Yes.
Elvira's handler comes out, who I'm pretty positive was probably her girlfriend, but because I know that from the book. But I didn't be like, "Are you Elvira's girlfriend?" Because I'm not that person. I'm like, "Yeah, you're just a person."
Oh, I would have.
So this-
Right? You're like, hi, is this your
Do you fuck
girl?
Elvira?
So this very lovely individual came out, and she was doing her thing, setting up shit. And it was great. The fire alarm goes off
Oh.
Ooh.
for 45 minutes.
Oh
Whoa.
no!
Okay, you mentioned it on Sunday, but it happened in there.
Oh,
I thought this
this
was
gets
like
worse.
a ways, like in the hallway,
No,
and then you
no,
hear
ma'am.
the extra.
No, that's
No, no.
Comic-Con. Comic-Con had the fire outside the convention.
Okay.
So
Ray
the fire
D'Agato.
alarm,
yeah,
the
Ray
fire alarm,
D'Agato. Yes.
the fire alarm goes off for about 45 to 30 minutes, give or take.
Long time.
Was
a
no
lot-
one doing
That to
anything?
go off.
Okay, so there were announcements that
okay.
kept saying there is no emergency. We are checking it out. There's something wrong with the fire alarm system today.
Okay.
There's
not a great-
something wrong
That's
with the
not-
fire. It's like, oh shit.
You know, Scott's whole thing is like, if you had more security, they would watch the doors where people keep obviously going out of the doors that say, do not go through this door, fire alarm. But they can't lock those doors because of the reason. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so then it stopped. Everyone cheered.
As they
And then
do.
it turned back on for like another 10 minutes. And then we were
Someone
just
else walked out through the.
like, you know, so like it was
God.
like a high-pitched whine with flashing lights just drilling into my
That's
eardrum.
awful for
Yeah.
people
Now,
who
as you all
are
know,
sensitive.
I can't hear great in general, so this ain't improving it. So,
You live in
Elvira's
sensory
person,
overload.
the same thing happened in 2022 too. That was what was wild. I'm like, y'all have problems here. So the person comes over and she goes, and she's yelling over the alarm, and she's like, "Hey guys, Cassandra's not coming right now. Something came up. She'll be here probably after her panel, which will be around 1:15 to 1:30.
Oh,
So I sat there and said, okay. And I feel like I came off angry. That was not my intent. I was trying to make sure I understood the information correctly over the fire alarm.
Yeah.
Was that I can leave this line is what I'm trying to get. Like I said,
Yeah.
so you're saying she not coming back till 1:30, and she was like, correct. It was like 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, now we're like 50 people deep, but I'm number
Okay.
2.
Yeah. Which
So
you wouldn't want to leave because you don't want to be at the end.
Right.
yeah.
So and she was like, no, she's not coming. So pretty much the line kind of emptied except for the guy in number 1's position and like maybe like 13 other people. So we went around to do something else, and we was getting close to her panel because she was going to have a panel, and we were going to go to the panel. So we were like, well, let's walk by her place and then go up to the panel. And guess who's there signing? Early.
What?
So I was like, all right, I get it. Shit happens.
Things change.
Things change.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not going to be mad at Elvira.
Yeah.
She don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck's
Yeah,
going
it's
on.
not her
Yeah.
fault.
And it's not her team's fault either. Something happened. That's fine.
They
Yeah.
just
I was
keep
like,
things
it's all good. And Scott was like, hey, we'll just go up to the panel. We'll leave like 10 minutes before the panel ends. Come back down and get in line because once the panel ends, everyone's going to come down
go
to get
down.
her autograph.
Yeah.
So we're like,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So we get into the panel room at like 12:15. Hey, guess what starts up again? The fire alarm. Now we're stuck in a panel room for an hour and a half. It kept going.
Oh.
So now cumulatively, it's been about 2.5 hours that we've been hearing a fire alarm. Question down in front.
What convention center is this?
The Long Beach Convention Center can
Yeah.
go to hell.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always have issues.
Oh, so we're sitting there and they keep coming out every 10, 20 minutes to make it like, hey, fire marshals are on site. There's no emergency. We're good. Now the panel was supposed to start at 12:15. It has not started. It is now 1:00 and there is no panel. And they finally make the announcement at like 1. I don't even know anymore. They just said like, yeah, it's gone too far. We have other panels. So she's going to come back at 5.
Oh, that's
And the
so
moment we said that, we jumped up, and so did every other person in that panel room.
yeah.
So we get down to her signing. I am now at the end of the line from being number 2 to now being, 200. So I was like, fine, this is fine. So I get in line. Line's moving rather quickly. She's a professional. She knows what she's doing. She's signing. I'm about now halfway through the line. Scott went and got a hot dog for me. We sat there and, oh, hey, what's up?
Yay, hot dogs!
Hot dogs, number 1.
hot dogs.
USA, USA.
Hot dogs.
Yeah, so we're sitting there. So it's like this weird cube, right? So we're doing this, but Scott's not in the line with me just yet. So he's like bouncing around looking at stuff because there's no reason for him to sit there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So he'll meet me on one side, and then I'll get to the other side. He'll just meet me on the other side. We're just doing this for a while because what the fuck else to do?
Yeah.
Of course, I'm standing in line with 2 Elvira cosplays, one good, one bad, and then that dog thing that I sent a photograph to everyone so everyone can have reference to. Frightening. The dog thing, I was fine with the dog's costume. It's fine. It was the voice that was coming out of it that was driving me nuts
Was it?
because it was high pitched and nasally. It sounds just like you would imagine that picture to sound like.
The bark, not all right, not the voice.
Like
No,
Mickey
no,
Mouse
it was
with a
talking.
cold?
The dog was talking?
It's not a real dog, bro.
I didn't know that part.
You didn't look at the photo?
No,
It's
I've been busy. I'm
Clearly
looking
not
now.
a real dog, Anthony.
I see a black
could do
velvet
that if you
painting
give
of
me enough
Tupac,
time.
and that's all I know.
It's not a
Instagram,
real
Instagram.
dog.
Oh, Instagram. Oh,
Anyway.
I've not caught up on
No,
Instagram yet.
fine. Someone dressed up as Elvira's dog in
Oh,
furry situation.
oh, that's delightful.
It wasn't delightful. They didn't have protectiveness so you can see the religion. Also, they sounded like this. Oh my God.
That's a way different voice.
So
than I-
Vocal
excited.
fry.
A lot of vocal fry. So then we're sitting there. Elvira walks away.
Oh, man.
I've been in this line now for 45 minutes, and she's walking away, and I was like, She got a bathroom break? I don't.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, the alarm is now off at this point, but it took an hour and a half for it to shut off. So she leaves. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, maybe she got bathroom break. And woman has to pee. That's fine.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
She's entitled to her urine break. You know,
It's true.
Women
we're
pee
sitting
too.
there. Women pee.
We do.
So then
Kind of crazy.
people are coming back and getting into their spots in line holding photographs with Elvira. Now, she went to go do the prepaid photograph session. So that was another 45 minutes.
Oh,
that's awesome.
So then she came back and I waited yet another 45 minutes. Cumulatively, it took me 4 hours to get through this line. By the end of it, I wanted to shoot myself and burn this place to the fucking ground, but not her fault.
not her fault. Yes.
Never was mean to Elvira. I got up to the lady who took. No, I got up to the lady who's taking the money. I honestly didn't know what to say. I just gave her money. I like literally just gave her $100, and she goes, "Are you just giving me money?" It was like, "Yeah."
Don't I? Isn't that what
It was like, "Yeah, I'm here to." And then I clicked in. I'm like, "I'm sorry, it's been a long day. I would like this to have this sign." She goes, "Got it. Here's your change." I was like, "Thank you." I was just like, yeah. I was like, Scott had to like, he would like to have this sign. I was like, what he said. Man, I can't hear. I'm tired. Well, I got up there, and here's my old man moment. I couldn't hear a single word Elvira said. Over the crowd, the music, the alarms that have killed my eardrums for the day. Also, she still has the partition up, which is, her right to do.
Yeah.
A lot of that could not. I had to ask her. Like, I was like, "I'm sorry, what did you say?" Like, and I felt like such an idiot. Like, here I am meeting someone I really admire, and I'm acting like, ma'am, I can't hear you because I'm old.
But I mean, also the fire alarm was going off forever.
She goes, oh, she goes, "Oh no, I get it. It's been a day." And I was like, all right there. we connected. We both old and we get it.
Yeah.
She was very lovely. I enjoyed it. But this is not my first time meeting her. So it wasn't like I've not met her before, but I needed to get this poster signed. So once we got the poster, what's your question down in front?
I was just curious because I know you're saying Elvira for the ease of like everyone's familiarity.
Sure, yeah.
But
She wasn't dressed up. No.
So she was Cassandra Peterson.
Yeah. She don't dress up for cons. She retired that nonsense.
Yeah. That's what what I thought, but I just wanted to be clear. I had an image in my head.
No, fair enough. Yeah, she don't dress up for conventions no more. She retired that, and she also no longer allows photographs. Even the photographs that the people paid for, there was a partition, and they were both on opposite sides doing funny things. Like too many people have touched her over the years. She does not do photographs, and frankly, respect.
Yeah, fair.
So we met her. It was great. We got done. It was like now, I don't know, 3:30, and I was like, all right, let's just walk the floor. And we walked the floor for like maybe an hour and a half. And then Scott spilled something on his shirt, and he had this look, and I was like, "No, we're done. This is officially fucking done."
This is the straw.
We went to a bar. Like we were like, "Where's the closest tiki bar?" "Oh, it's in walking distance." Boom. Like,
right next to the Fuddruckers.
Yeah, I was like, nah. Yeah, it was. I don't think I'll go back to Midsummer for a bit.
Well,
that's a bummer.
I'm sorry you had such a bad time, dude. That sucks.
But it was like, it was just circumstances. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't anything one specific. Like, no one was mean to me.
Yeah.
It was just kind of, and I felt like in complaining, it makes me feel like, oh, first world problems, I'm complaining, which I am totally doing. And none of this affected my life, but it just made it inconvenience.
It did affect your life.
It's a comedy of errors that just like stack exponentially.
Yeah. But it was just one of those things. Just like, all I want to do is get this woman to sign my thing.
Yeah.
Like
That's why you stayed committed. You had a thing you wanted to do. You endured a lot.
Yeah. Like.
Oh yeah. Also, they had record attendance of 50,000 people at the Long Beach convention. They have outgrown the Long Beach convention.
Wow.
Center. Like that was, I think, my biggest complaint is that everything's felt very mid. Like they did not put the effort that has done in the past because Hollywood's there. We don't have to anymore. And it was very apparent that a lot of shit wasn't the same. And it was kind of like, all right, you guys went corporate between a year. I mean, even the panels that we watched online, like not a lot was given. It was just kind of like, yeah, here's stuff. I was like, all right, that's cool.
That's lame.
Yeah, I don't know. I was a little disappointed, but also probably the fact that I was watching fun things happen at Comic-Con that day. Where it was just like, well, that would have been cool.
I could imagine in the eventual dramatization of this show, it'll be you in the convention center, fire alarm going off, just blaring. You look kind of miserable. Then it cuts to me just sitting in my room.
Yeah. But here's the thing that really drove me crazy, and so the two guys in front of me when I was number 2,
Yeah.
there was a clear red tape. Wait here. Do not go forward to that. They just kept inching forward and more and more. No one's there. Elvira's not there. Her person's not there. There's literally nothing there, and they just keep inching forward. And I almost feel like, where are you going? You're number 1.
Closer.
It's like, there's no one before you. You can wait at the line with the rest of us.
I want to be as close as possible.
Oh yeah, Scott's right. Beetlejuice and Lydia, number 1 cosplay of the weekend. We saw one Wednesday. She has been dethroned.
Oh wow!
All the Wednesday girls are dressing up like Lydia girls now. So,
I guess that makes
number
sense.
1 and 2 great for accuracy or for
They were all good.
originality, or
the best one was a gender swapped Lydia. There was a man in a red velvet suit, like her dress at the end of the movie,
like the
but
dress.
red
Nice.
with like really cool filigree and sparklies, and his girl was in like I don't know, she was just in the black and white, but like done well.
Yeah,
Like I was like, now that you don't see every day.
but how
I was
many?
like, that's
I love
impressive.
How many
I like
Lydias
that.
were wearing a red spiderweb poncho?
Oh, most of them were that or the wedding dress.
Nice.
It was never none of the my whole life is a dark
simple
room. Like
black
none of that.
veil.
It was
Yeah.
red dress or
'Cause that's
animated
normal.
series. Yeah.
That doesn't stand out in that crowd.
Yeah, no, it does not.
Okay.
Yeah, like look, I can laugh at it now because it is hilarious, like you said, it's a comedy of eras. But even in the middle of it, I did kind of laugh too, just like, yeah, this is where I'm at because I was number 2. So this is because I made a poor decision and left. Like, even though I spoke to the person.
No, you were operating off of information that turned out to be wrong.
They gave
But
you.
it wasn't your mistake. It wasn't
You did it all right.
the
Like, you
lady's mistake.
asked
It was
for
just
help.
yeah.
You asked for information and you were told something that wasn't.
It just made me
necessarily
because
the
I was
case.
kind of like I made the joke earlier at Comic-Con. It's like my tour of duty. I know what I'm doing at a con.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a fucking idiot. I've worked these things. I know what the hell's going on. We did go to a really decent bar though. That every time they served this one drink called the Pele, which is the goddess of fire and storms in the Hawaiian culture.
I thought it was
Not
the soccer player.
It was the soccer player. It was served in a giant soccer ball.
was
When
nice.
every time someone
They
ordered it,
kick it to you.
Ready?
Ah!
it was very cinnamon forward, maybe a little too much cinnamon, and I like cinnamon. I was like, ooh. So anyway, every time someone ordered it, the whole bar would black out. Lightning would go across the
That's
fucking
cool.
ceiling, and like
Dope.
it was, and they would throw the cinnamon on it, so the fire on the drink
Oh,
just
can
kept
go
getting
down.
Hell
bigger
yeah.
and bigger.
Yeah, it's always fancy.
Good time. It was.
I
It
love
was a. I gave it a 7 out of a 10.
Still good.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's
Still
I
good.
was like,
It's
about
fine.
6.
solid, worth having again.
Yeah.
but
Okay,
all right. I went on a little too long. We can wrap up. Sorry.
fine.
No,
That's
we still
fine, that's
apologize.
fine. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Number 1 complaint about a tiki bar. If you're not playing tiki music, I don't want to fucking be there. They played Sublime's greatest hits.
Well, look, they
Just
don't
'cause we were
practice
in-
Santeria. They don't
Oh,
have no
man.
crystal ball.
I know that song.
But if they had $1 million, well, they swear they give it
open
all
the
to.
tiki bar and play it on loop.
I mean, at one point I was like, I'm gonna cap Sancho's ass if you don't shut this thing music off. It's
Is
like,
that they didn't even have like an island version of it where
no,
had
it was
like-
literally they had a CD and they pushed play.
Which is just 40 ounces to freedom on loop, really. That's all it is.
It was just like the man died. He only had like 2 albums, if that.
Friends, as Southern Californians, is it like okay that I really don't care about Sublime?
Yes.
It's fine. Steph doesn't know who Sublime is.
You're not from the LBC, son.
Santeria, I know that.
That's all she knows.
Something crystal ball.
Something crystal ball.
I
Steph,
know them all, right?
Steph, for Halloween this year, I need you to come as something
Sublime?
a crystal ball. No, just
Okay.
work out a crystal ball.
I can try.
Wait, real quick, I know we're trying to fucking get out of here. How many of us are just going to reuse some of the costumes we didn't get to use last year?
I had a really specific one that isn't gonna play anymore, so like that one's for sure done.
Look, we did the cat thing. I'm never fucking doing it again. I was so
still
uncomfortable.
have one.
I sure would like to be in if there's going to be another group costume. I would like to be a part of it.
That wasn't the point of that specific costume.
Look, I
And
still
we
own
were
that
the other cat.
horrifying cat mask.
I see it in my
I saw it
dreams.
this weekend.
I can visibly see it right now in
Oh,
my
yeah,
head
yeah,
when I
yeah.
think about
The
it.
I
dead
dug out my
eyes.
horns and saw the face of death.
It lives rent free,
yellow
Jordan,
eyes,
in
right?
right here.
It had like kind of grayish yellow eyes, and it was
Yeah.
just like a meat face.
It's exactly like my cat. It's uncannily like my cat.
You came as Domino. That's what's
Pretty
upsetting.
much.
That was kind of the point.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Me,
now-
me and Steph look like rejects from the Eyes Wide Shut set. It's like
I remember.
That's right.
I remember when we posted that picture on Instagram. A dude I've like not talked to in years was just like, "Oh my god, man!"
That prompted him. That broke his silence.
he's like, "Oh, bruh, I
I haven't talked to you in years,
I've been
but I want to
quietly
tell you
liking
something.
stuff, but now I gotta say
This shit is
something.
fucking nuts. It's like,
Bro, you a furry now? Like, what's up with you? Because I got
All right.
questions.
Anthony, wrap this shit up. I gotta go back to work."
Oh shit! Right? Yeah.
Poor Leland's got to go back to work. Most of us had an interesting adventure this past weekend at a couple different cons. If anyone's had any good times or bad times at a convention this past weekend, please let us know.
Yeah,
let us
sure.
commiserate or celebrate together in the social media verse. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter by searching League of Ridiculous Conversations or LORC Podcast. If you showed up late, perhaps, to this Twitch stream, which is live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at twitch.tv/LORC Podcast, you can flip back, go back to the beginning, find us on YouTube, League of Ridiculous Conversations, and you'll see the very beginning of the show as well as all of our previous episodes here that we've been doing for so long.
yes.
If you want to hang out with us between episodes, the best place to do that is the Discord, baby. The Discord is hopping. We have several very active channels with some of the best human beings that you could ever hope to meet. I was actually just reminiscing not too long ago about our Secret Santa we had the other year and how much that meant to me to see our community come together,
That was
sharing
fun.
not with us but with each other. And I truthfully said that seeing that was worth all this time that I've put into this, much less the good times that we've had together, which have also been an absolute blast. So Discord, find it, hit us up on the social medias. If you can't, we'll get you in. We'll all be friends. If you want to find me on the internet, I am at Spooky the 13th on Instagram and Twitter, as well as Threads. And in alphabetical order, you can find the rest of us at.
You can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a Bear. Do I post anything? Nah, not at all. But it's
Are we
fine.
all
Follow me
drinking?
anyway. Let's see
I
what
wanna
happens. Maybe I will post something. I don't know. I can't tell the
There's only
future.
one way to find out.
Exactly
One way.
right. Leland, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at Leland Pierce Art. I do art. I'm starting something new on Wednesday that I'm hoping
drinking
I
again?
can
Or is that the
do
same
30 days of. Or how many days are in August? 31? 30? I don't fucking know.
31.
There's enough.
You always gotta be
There's
selling
enough.
something.
There's enough. So hopefully it'll work out.
Can we get a tease?
Nope.
There's 31
Time is going to
days,
be
you're right.
time.
How
Time
can
is
we
going to be an
promote if
issue
you don't tease us?
because I want it to be a surprise. Yeah, I was gonna do
Surprise.
Dazzler, and that fiddled out as soon as something else happened. So I was like, "Yeah, fuck that." All right, Steph.
You can find me
I just
on
realized we didn't see Dazzler.
what?
Oh yeah.
No.
Spoilers, bro.
I didn't say anything.
You can find me on Instagram.
Is that a spoiler?
And stuff. That's
And
definitely.
stuff.
That's SCPHUHNOIDS. I post shit.
Yeah,
There it is. I was like,
scoopanoids.
Scoopanoids.
Exactly. Yeah, I saw that.
Steph, that's gonna be when you
That
open
should
an
be
ice
like
cream
a
store
food
someday.
place. Or when I make a dip store for chips, it'll be Scoopanoids.
Oh fuck, I'm in. I will back the shit out of this.
A
I love
dip
dip.
bar?
Okay, sharks.
There's like
Dip store.
savory side, and then there's like sweet sides for like when you want sweet things.
Is
to
this
dip.
like a buffet?
I guess. I
Where
should
you
have
just
a
like
scooping
fill
cart.
your plate with like whatever dips?
It's like Sweet Factory for dips.
Yeah, but for dip.
We're gonna workshop that. That sounds bad. Her idea
Find
sounds
it
better.
Sometimes you
have a
get
bunch of
chips,
ramekins.
sometimes you get pretzel sticks. You know, you try things.
Your thing implies a lot of herpes. Hers does not in my mind.
You order a little what'd you say, Jordan?
Hummus?
A
The little
ramrod.
cups?
Sorry,
Ramekin.
ramekins. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You order by the ramekin.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
All right, we'll workshop this next week. Roll out. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna figure this out. Find me, Blackberry Short King, Leland and Steph back next week.
Scoopanoids.
Scoopanoids. Back next week, Tuesday, Pacific, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, twitch.tv/LRC podcast. Thank you very much. You're all amazing. You're the best people in the world. Thank you so much. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night, Leland.
Yeah.
Okay,
Give
bye.
it
Give him 2 hands.
Come
where's
on,
the- where's
we need the
the-
2
fireworks.
hands.
There we go. The show's
Yay.
officially over. Okay, bye everybody.
Yes, bye.